Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim, the Companions Guild walkthrough. We're starting that today. Now, let's look at the character I made for it. As you can see, it's wearing a full set of heavy armor. The way I achieved that is that during the tutorial, I actually went with the rebels. I showed you the tutorial during the main quest, so that's why I've skipped to here. And by siding with the rebel army, with Ulfric Stormcloak's people, as you can see here, one of the very first people you kill in the tutorial, if you're on his side, is a Imperial officer. Actually, the exact same one that was trying to cut your head off. And she's wearing a full set of heavy armor, so I made that choice distinctly to get this build. The axe I got in the... It says you get a starting axe if you choose them as well instead of a starting sword. And the shield you get in the Torturer's room. So you can see here, we are an Argonian. I chose Argonian for this playthrough because A, I want to spice it up by doing different races with each guild, and B, I like the way they're built specifically for being a full-on warrior. As you can see, we use a sword and a shield, so we can do things like shield bash, strike the axe, and that's about the gist of it. Alright, back to third person. I don't play in third person. Shield bash, swing the weapon. Very good combo. You'll be seeing a lot of it. Now, during the tutorial, I actually got enough skill points between blocking, shield bashing, and striking to get level 2. I haven't taken it yet, because I would like to give you guys an idea of the starting stats of an Argonian for what I'm trying to achieve. This is a warrior. We're not going to use magicka at all, so we're only going to be taking points in health and stamina. I'll do health first. I'll swap between them, health, stamina, etc., etc. So, none of these matter. Smithing doesn't matter because, again, I'm keeping the crafting ban, no smithing, no alchemy, no enchanting. Heavy armor, you start with a 15 as an Argonian. I got a point in it during the fighting. And it's not the highest, but it's not terribly low. I can live with 15. Really don't care. Block, you start with 15 again. One-handed, you start with, I want to say 15 as well. Maybe 20, but I've got more than one skill, so it's got to be like 15 as well. So you can see they're definitely geared by stats starting for the thief build. Pickpocket 20, lockpicking 25, sneak 20, light arm, etc., etc. But that's not... I don't care. It's easy enough for me to compensate for that difference. So the first thing we're going to do, because this is going to be a tank build, I'm going to focus on Juggernaut first. I want to get as little damage received in my face as I can. Okay. Now, the name of my character. Let's see here, go to items. The name of my character, yes, I know how that works, just put those on, is, where is it? Should say it here somewhere, I think. So I thought I did. Maybe I'm crazy. Hold on. I know I can look at the name of my character somewhere. Oh, right here. I was already there. Alright, my bad. Glory does he crave. It sounds like a weird name for a character, but I'm going to explain to you as we progress forward why that's his name. That is a very accurate name for an Argonian. In fact, all Argonian names are like that. Even the ones that don't seem like they are, trust me, they are. Now, the way this works is that the Argonian language is not spoken in English or in Common. No trouble here. The Argonian language is not spoken in the common tongue. They have their own language that is mostly a collection of grunts, hisses, whining noises. It's not English. It's like lizard noises. So, oh, I see a fight. And Glory does he craves-glory, so he wants in on this action. Whoa.
Hey, watch it.
Oh, sorry.
You handle yourself well. You could make for a decent shield, brother.
Well, I do crave the glory, and there was glory to be had. So yes, whatever a shield brother is, I would be the best at it.
An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough.
Coin? Problem solving? Warrior? This is totally up Glory does he craves alley.
Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Kodlak Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
Well, I think we will go to him, but that is totally up our alley. Stupid giants. Killing me in my bonus episode. Now then. That was a mammoth, wasn't it? Not important. Now then, the reason Glory Does He Craves is a good name is because all Argonians are named like that. You see, Argonians are not named at birth like we do in the human world. Argonians are named anywhere from the age of 6 to 10, sometimes as late as 12. And their name is based on a trait that they are established by. For example, an Argonian that really, really likes climbing trees as a child might be named Climbs Trees Faster. An Argonian that has a habit of pickpocketing and pissing off the local Argonians in Blackmarsh might have a name like Sticky Fingers Incoming. They all have names like that. They are named after a distinctive feature. A really nice Argonian that wants to help everybody might be named Gold-Hearted. They're not always 3 letters. Sometimes they're only 1 letter. I've heard an Argonian named Jumper. All he did was he really liked to do this. He was very hyper, liked to jump, so he was Jumper. This fellow, even as a little boy, Glory Does He Craves, was obsessed with, well, being noticed, seeking glory, picking fights so he could come out on top and be seen as a mighty man. So that's how he got his name. And that is how all Argonians are named.
Halt. City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
Well, You stand aside or else.
Or else what? You think you can stand against the entire Whiterun City Guard? The gate's closed.
Oh, well, when you put it that way, about this dragon attack?
Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Oh, well, fine. You're lucky. You're lucky. Glory That He Craves is coming where he pleases, sir. You're lucky. Yeah. Now, I'm using a shield and axe combo. 2 reasons. 1, I want to try and make each playthrough a little different from the last one, and I've never actually used a shield, nor do I intend to use a shield for any other character. So this will be when I go through all the proper blocking mechanics and how to fight toe-to-toe without, dancing around so much. This is where I'll cover all that is on this character. Second, I'm using the axe instead of the sword or the mace because I've already demonstrated how the sword works. An axe is like a sword, only hits a little bit harder and it hits a little bit slower. I'll be going over I'll be using a 2-handed character for the Bard's Guild, and that one will be using a 2-handed Warhammer to give you an idea of just how much slower that can be. It will be slower to begin with just because it's a 2-hander as opposed to a 1-hander. And it's being oddly slow to load today. I don't know why. Oh, there it goes.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Just giving you guys a little bit of background there about the whole Legion Stormcloak thing. Excuse me. Now then. What was I going over? Okay, yep. So I'm using the axe so I can get a little more different. And I'm going to go ahead. Oops. Before I forget, it's not even on that menu, it's this one. And I'm going to turn back on the Dance of Death we used in the last, in the main quest section. Because people seem to like all the kill executions from what I was gathering. So I'll put it back on 40 where it was before. And decapitation chance is 20, that's fine. No, I don't want immunity. I think it's kind of cool when that happens, even when I'm the one dying. Turn off the last enemy restriction, and turn off the perk restriction. Okay. Pretty sure that's how I had it before.
I ain't done nothing. Stormcloaks, Imperials, Jargons. It no matter to me what I did. Let them come.
Now then, as I was saying, so we heard from that crazy lady in the face paint, the Huntress, I really like that character actually, that we should come to Jorvaskr if we want to be a companion. This is Jorvaskr. This blatant Viking Longhouse ripoff is Jorvaskr. This is the Jorvaskr courtyard. In the back, they've got all kinds of things for the would-be warrior to practice on. So I'm actually going to take a moment to do that. Alright, here we go. This is how sword combat works. Well, with a shield. Strike him, cut him. Hit him. Well, you don't have to hit him twice. Hit him once and cut him. Let's say he's going to hit me. Then I could either shield bash before the hit finishes, like I've shown you, or I could just hold it up and wait for the hit. The hit will recoil me slightly, then I shield bash him, then I strike him. It's a very simple 1-2 punch, just block the sword, strike the shield. Very simple 1-2 punch. Now, I will be lifting, to a small extent, the no shop use restriction on this particular character. The reason being, there is faction armor for every guild, like armor you can only get in that faction. The Companion's faction armor is a special set of heavy armor, and the only way to get every single piece, you can get some pieces without a shop, the only way to get every single piece is to buy it from the private shop here in Jorvaskr. So, I will be doing that. I have already sold some stuff off screen I picked up in the tutorial, and I'll be keeping the rest of the selling off screen to try and, you know, speed up unnecessary bits. But I will show you when I get the armor, which obviously hasn't happened yet. That's why I'm wearing heavy Imperial armor. I'd like to restrict myself to faction armor, just wear that the whole time so I look like a proper companion, but we'll see how that goes. If I get like a piece of orcish plate mail, I might get really tempted. That's some tempting armor out there. Come on, load up. There it goes.
Those two at it again.
Oh, a fight.
Shoulder turns. He's giving you orders. Nice.
Come on, get him, Dark Elf. Get him.
Get in there and push. What are you waiting for?
Yeah, these two just randomly get into a fist fight.
You think you stand a chance?
Come on, get him. Get him. I'll jump in there, I'll get him. No, I better not do that. They're fighting fist to fist in light armor. Oh, there we go. Looks like we got a winner. Wow, she's bloodthirsty.
Got a bad grip on my shield. Could you take a look at it?
I'm a warrior, not a blacksmith.
Can't you just tell me if the grip is bad?
If Eorland made it, it's more likely you're gripping it wrong. Find me tomorrow and we can go over it.
I do like their mentality, you know, I'm a warrior, not a blacksmith. We have blacksmiths here, alright? You're just doing it wrong, you idiot. But yeah, this is Jorvaskr. A place of much feasting, fighting, killing, and, well, stuff like that. You got your ass kicked, dude. Shame on you. Oh, look. They have some weapons. But I don't want to steal them. Then they would all hate me.
I'd be dead if not for Vignar. Took me in and helped me turn my life around.
To a life of violence? You're still going to be dead from that. But what do I know? So yeah, this is basically their little piece of Sovngarde on Earth. Pretty much. It's the exact same thing you're going to do when you get to Sovngarde, only they can't wait that long. So they're going to feast, they're going to murder people, and they're going to get paid to do it. Because I guess you still got to pay for all this food and alcohol you guys consume. So then, this is Jorvaskr. This is what it's like. Gonna go ahead, turn off Before the Storm, start up this miscellaneous task of joining the companions. And let's go meet the old man, shall we? He likes to hang out down here in the living quarters. I guess he's too old to go upstairs and drink with everyone else, or he's too good for it. I don't know, but he likes to stay down here nonetheless. Let's see. I'm going to be making these videos shorter from now on, just so you know. I'm going to cut out unnecessary jogging towards new areas.
Before, have I? Have we met? I'm sorry if I've forgotten.
You are such a drunk. Yeah, as I was saying... Wow, excuse me again. Hope I'm not coming down with something, jeez. As I was saying... What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. That's not good. Well, I guess it's not too important. As you can see, the companions are a pretty violent bunch. And, yeah. This is where we go. Oh, I remember what I was saying now. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna make the episode shorter because...
What do you prefer? I like the smaller, quicker blades.
Yes, you're very fond of saying that. You know I like hammers and axes.
I like hammers and axes.
Slow. I can get in and out before you have one swing.
Let's test that out sometime.
Violent people. I love it. Yeah, look, let me try this one more time. I like some of the dialogue, so I was trying not to interrupt it. I like to make the video shorter for this particular quest line walkthrough because I'm testing different things out. You all know I'm new to YouTube, and it's only my second Let's Play is going to be the Companions Guild itself. And I'm wondering...
Fresh blood. Hope you know how to handle yourself.
I do, thank you. I'm wondering if, by cutting out the jogging the dungeons, yes, it'll make the LP a bit shorter, but will it be more interesting because it's not just going to be mostly me in transit. I mean, they give you quest markers. You can find the dungeon without my help. That's what the quest markers are for. So I'm going to try that out, do a little bit more editing this time around, a little more off-screen work. Nothing critical, nothing storyline, obviously. All of that will be kept on screen. Oh, he called me Sarah. That is a very polite term in their language. In the Dark Elf language, Sarah is essentially a respectful way of addressing you as a friend or somebody that they look up to. You don't hear it that much in Nordland.
Hear the call of the blood. We all do. It is our burden to bear, but we can overcome. You have my brother and I, obviously, but I don't know if the rest will go along quite so easily. Leave that to me.
And here's Kodlak, well, he's not technically the leader of the companion, but you'll get more into that later, but he's in charge. Vilkas here, full-blooded companion. See that crazy armor he's wearing? That is the companion's standard armor. This is what their armor looks like, their unique armor to their race. He's got it on too, as you can see. Weird little wolf head with the crazy emblazoning everywhere.
A stranger comes to our hall.
You could ask these guys questions like why they joined, who they are, who are the companions, all that stuff. And if you like lore, I encourage you to do so, but I'm not going to. It would take too long. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to end the video. Because, like I said, I'm going to try and make them a little shorter, a little easier to watch, because some people were saying they were a little too long before. So I'm going to stop right here. And next time, we're going to join the companions, and we're going to see what that all entails and what they want us to do to be a member of their little organization of bloodthirsty murderers and psychopaths. Oh, come on. They walk around killing people. That's exactly what they are. So then, I'm Nosgard Silverclaw, or in this case, I'm He-Who-Craves-Glory, and I will see you guys next time.